Hello, everyone. Welcome to Coffee Chats. I'm your host, Kiran. I'm a student of public speaking, applied linguistics, and social sciences, along with being a leadership coach for the John Maxwell team. I invite guests to Coffee Chats to share their stories and inspire you with their learnings. Today, I have a very special guest joining us all the way from Mumbai, India, Mr. Praveen Vadalkar. Praveen calls himself a student of life. He's an internationally renowned public speaker, 9 times TEDx speaker. He's the founder of the Speak and Grow community, which has more than 14,000 members. Praveen believes that every time we speak, there's an opportunity to grow. There's so much more that I would like to talk about Praveen, but before that, let me welcome Praveen Vidalkar to Coffee Chats with Kiran. Hi, Praveen.
Hi, Kiran.
Praveen, I have a question for you. You say that you're a student of life. Could you explain what do you mean by that to our viewers?
So, when I say that I'm a student of life, now there are two words here we have to understand one by one. One is student, another is life, right?
Absolutely.
So, let's understand the word student. So, I strongly believe that there's so much to learn when we are living and when we are exposing ourselves to various kinds of experiences. We are trying to do something new in our life.
Hmm.
There's so much to learn from all these experiences.
Hmm.
So, I strongly believe that to live the best life, fresh life, where each and every moment is fresh, that you have to do something new. And whenever you do something new, as a student, there's an opportunity to learn something from it. So, as a student of life, I keep trying something new in my life and I keep learning from that.
So, my next question to you would be you have founded the Speak and Grow community, which now has more than 14,000 members in it.
Yeah.
When you started this community, what was your reason? What was your why for starting this community?
You cannot learn swimming without water. You cannot learn public speaking without public. There has to be public. At Speak and Grow, we strongly believe that every time when you speak in your life, doesn't matter where are you speaking, whether you're speaking at your office, at your home, doesn't matter whether you're speaking in front of investors. Even if you have a problem in your family and you make all your family members sit down and there's a conflict in your family, you stand and speak. So every time when you speak, there's an opportunity to grow also.
Right.
So it's very important for you to learn, for everyone to learn how to keep the thoughts very organized every time when they speak. Whenever you separate yourself from that small crowd or large crowd, irrespective of the number of people in the audience, but every time when you separate yourself from the crowd, stand alone, you have to be very clear that what message I want to give, how to organize the content in your mind,
Absolutely.
and how to carefully use the language, the correct language there, not necessarily English,
Yeah.
the correct language there, so I can deliver the same message with same feeling, and people should able to absorb the same word with same feeling. So there's a healthy conversation going on, and then we grow in life.
So basically, you are saying that every time we speak, there's an opportunity to grow. Praveen, I've seen a lot of your TEDx speeches, and two of my favorite are the Someone is Watching Me disease, and the second one is Why You Should Speak to Strangers. Would you be able to choose which one is your favorite speech among these two, and what is the reason for you choosing one of them?
So if I have to choose one out of these two, from a value point of view, right? When I said value, whenever we speak, what value we are offering, what message we want to give to the world. TEDx is all about that. The tagline itself is idea worth spreading.
Absolutely.
So if I have to choose that one idea which I think which is worth spreading, and if I have to choose from these two ideas, I would say, of course, why you should speak to strangers. That talk is very close to my heart
Hmm.
because that talk is nothing but my experiences from my travel, where I had to play that game of trust.
Mhm.
Right? In game of trust, I have to travel various parts of India, various parts of other countries, and when I'm traveling, I'm blindly trusting strangers, especially in the situations where my heart, my body, my soul is screaming that don't trust this person. This person is not trustworthy. Your mother
I
also
remember
told
you
you.
sharing it's your mother who put this fear in you.
I think many mothers they have put this fear in many kids, right? That
Absolutely.
don't speak to strangers. So even my mind is conditioned like this. That don't
Mm,
speak to strangers. And then I realized that hey, wait a minute. Every time I'm doing this, and some critical situations, like even in Kashmir, even
mm.
in Malaysia, I was there. In Kuala Lumpur, I was there.
Remember. Yeah.
Yeah, in Dubai, I was there. And in some critical situations where genuinely I was thinking that I should not trust these people. But later on, when I decided to trust and
Mhm.
decided to move on with the action which they asked me to do, later on I realized, hey, these people were trustworthy.
Mm.
They had no intention. Especially, I know if you have seen in that talk in Kuala Lumpur when that gentleman, the doctor invited me to
Yes.
stay at home,
Yes.
and he picked me from that MMU University.
Yeah.
He reached home at around 10:30 in the
Mm.
night,
Yeah.
and he said, Praveen, we will eat, but I have to tell you that I'm a doctor, I have night duty, I have to
Mm.
move.
Mm.
And his wife and 1.5 years old child were
Mhm.
alone with me with a stranger. In the
Right.
morning, I asked him, how can you trust me like this? I trusted you or you trusted me. Because even I was vulnerable at that place. Even
Ab-
I was sleeping alone. When you sleep, you're vulnerable. One can do anything with you. In most of the incidences, living one or two incidences, in most of the incidences, if I had not trusted these people, then I would have lost an opportunity of building relationship with them. Today we are in relationship only because we decided to trust each other. But
Mm.
it's absolutely okay if you don't travel like this and you don't risk your life like this in case if you think that it's too risky. But I think that not trusting people is more risky rather than trusting people. If you don't trust each other, there is no humanity then.
Mm. You're so right.
So both are important, but from a value point of view, it is so important for us to trust each other.
Thank you so much, Praveen, for adding on that why you chose this story versus someone watching me. Praveen, let me take you back to your childhood. Would there
Uh-huh.
be an incident in your
Uh,
childhood that made has built your character and made you the person that you are today?
failed in ninth standard. So I said, let me run away from my house. And the plan was already set. It was very clear that in case if I fail, I will run away. And I spent almost 3 days in Mumbai, right? And I used to sleep on the platforms. That time I realized, no, I'm nothing without my family. There's a difference between staying lonely and feeling lonely. I'm a mountaineer. I love to stay in mountains for days. I can stay lonely. Feeling lonely is different, Kiran. I can see people can feel lonely even in the crowd, even in the family, even in the marriage. I could see kids are feeling lonely even if they're sitting in the class. That feeling of loneliness, it took me time to verbalize that feeling.
Mm.
But that time I felt that yeah, I am nothing. I'm zero. Let me go back. I'm zero. My existence on this planet is not even noticeable without my family and friends. Let me go back to them again. So fortunately, that those 3 days family crash course, right? It was a 3 days life crash course for me, where I understood the importance of family, Kiran. That without them, I'm nothing. Even though in those 3 days, the amount of pain I inflicted over on my mother and my parents, I can't. No matter what I
I
do,
just
I will
imagine.
never able to replace that pain. That's pain is unparalleled. As a father of 14 years old child, I can understand that pain. Right? That 3 days you have no idea whether
Yes,
your son
I-
is going to come back or not. You can't imagine that pain. So whenever I share the story of this, I running from my home, I always share with kids that it's not worth. It's not worth leaving your family. I was lucky that in those 3 days I was not in some wrong hands.
Yep.
Very lucky. Not necessarily every child is lucky like that. So it's not worth leaving your family. You're
No matter how far we can go, the core has to be strong, and that is your family. Praveen, do you have one message for our viewers today?
the only message which I would like to give as a student of communication, express. Express your ideas, thoughts, beliefs that will help you to live a good life.
So I will end today's show by saying that find your why. Be a student of life because each experience in life gives you an opportunity of growth and learning. So don't stop growing.